Hey, you guys, let's go ahead and get started with a reading. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend um, and a nice Monday. Sorry, honestly, I'm not sorry. I was busy. And sometimes that's just life. Okay, way too many cards that came out, but let's just see what they have to say. Hold on. So we got the Queen of Wands, the Moon as the crossing card, the Nine of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Tower, and the Hierophant. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see. I just saw the Magician at the bottom of the deck. Okay, they're telling me to stop there. And I just saw the Ten of Pentacles too. They're telling me to stop there. So the Queen of Wands, you know what? Didn't we just have the Magician as the overall energy the other day? Seven of Cups, Five of Cups, Six of Cups, Emperor. Lots of major arcana here too. The Magician, the Moon, the Tower, the Hierophant, the Emperor. Okay, so let's go through all of this. Okay, so what's on this Queen of Wands mind is a tower moment, but it's like a happy tower moment. It's a commitment. It's what this Queen of Wands doesn't see coming because the crossing card is the moon. The moon hides things. Are you manifesting something? Are you manifesting a commitment of sorts? That could be like a business partnership, that could be for some of you, I feel like for some of you, it's like looking at learning I feel like you've learned your lessons. I feel like this Queen of Wands has learned her lessons. And because she has learned her lessons, she is ready to commit to new opportunities, to a softer side of life. We have the 5, 6, and 7 of cups right here. Look at this. And we have the 9 of cups. What is missing? It's the 8 of cups. The 8 of cups is what's missing from here. So if we talk about the 8 of cups, the Eight of Cups says that this Queen of Wands has walked away from everything necessary. And usually in the Eight of Cups, we have the eclipsed moon over here in the corner. And, there's this person going off on their own journey to actually find their Two of Cups, which is the Two of Cups. This is the Two of Cups in disguise. So I almost feel like with this Queen of Wands, she's gone through her fair share of you know, um, breakups and heartache. And I feel like she's really in a place of like realizing like I feel like her wishes are being fulfilled. I almost see like this Queen of Wands living a much softer life. Like things are much softer now. Where there has been like turmoil and strife and pain and sadness and grief, you know, I feel like this Queen of Wands is like, it's almost, there's no use crying over spilt milk. What happened happened. You got two fours here. Two fours is about stability. Yeah, she's looking at her like which, wait, did I say two fours? Why did I say two fives? Excuse me. Yeah. She's looking for stability because she is coming into this emperor. This is like the Queen of Wands. Either A, this is you and you're really standing in your power, yet still I feel like it's being soft with yourself. You are really needing to be soft with yourself. If something didn't work out with this Queen of Wands, it's like, that's okay. She realizes that maybe it was just a power play, that it needed to happen exactly the way it is. Because there's a lot of major arcana here. So this isn't like your regular everyday. This is more of like what is going on in the Queen of Wands psyche and her capabilities, because she has major capabilities. She's capable of a lot. And look at that, temperance. This Queen of Wands has really learned how to temper herself, be patient. She's sitting here. Like, Queen of Wands is like this go-getter, get up and go. No, she doesn't find it necessary. It's like, maybe her morning started off with a bang. It was like, I gotta get up. I gotta do this thing. I gotta. But now she's like, no, like, she gets up, she does the things that she wants to do. She just takes the morning slow, and it still gives her the same amount of results. Because there's been a lot of lessons learned. Like, you don't have to beat down your body to get results. It's like all these people who are going to the gym and they're doing 14 hours of fucking cardio a week, actually more than that, like just pounding yourself. It's like, no, go in, lift weights. I don't know. I don't believe in the gym. I'd rather do yard work and get the same results and use muscles that are not repetitive like you do in the gym. Not really my thing, but whatever. To each his own. But now it's like she's learning how to work smarter, not harder. Like people go on these weird bad diets. That's all it is, a fucking diet. And instead, it's like this Queen of Wands is doing a complete lifestyle change for herself. She's I'm getting the butterfly, a complete metamorphosis, a complete transformation, which, for a lot of whoever this resonates with, this came in quite suddenly. It was like you are forced into it. But this isn't a bad thing. It's like you learned a lot from it. You learned a lot about your cycles in your behaviors. You've learned a lot about, what family and what softness and kindness and love, because there's a lot of cups here. Lot of cups here. There's a lot of emotion here, right? And even the moon is represented by water, rules the ebbs and flows of our emotions. So it's like this Queen of Wands is really getting in tune with her own emotions and what she needs out of life. And for some of you, like, there's a side of you that kind of wants the past to come back, but then there's also a side of you that wants to keep the past in the past. It's like there's a few people you'd like to bring back from the past, but you're also not quite sure, because there was a lot of lessons between you and these individuals. Could have been you and three other people, or it was a third party. But this was it was a karmic situation, because when I look at the Hierophant here, this was a karmic contract. But it's like, you guys, you were not the only one that fell out of the tower. There was multiple people that fell from grace. But I think in some aspects, it was absolutely the best thing that could have happened to you, because this is not a bad tower. This was just like to change the trajectory of your life. I feel like sudden things that you have been also manifesting for a really long time, I feel like they're starting to come together. I also feel like maybe there's some type of legalities that you need to work with, like they're, signing contracts, be mindful of that, right now during Mercury retrograde. If it's something that you've been dealing with, then don't worry about it. I just feel like you guys need to get out and have more fun. Getting together with friends. Maybe it's been a while since you've gotten together with your friends. And your friends miss you, but you know, when you stop answering, they really do stop calling. You got to maintain all of your relationships, not just some of you. It's like you only want to maintain your significant other, but you forget that you have a family. You forget that you have friends. You forget that you have work colleagues that you used to go after work every, once a week and have a cocktail with, or, tea or whatever. But we don't maintain those relationships. But I feel like this Queen of Wands is starting to recognize, like, you know what? What do I want to invest my, and I feel like it's a lot of emotion. For some of you, I do feel that there is a relationship in the works, one that you don't see coming in. I absolutely do not see this coming. You do not see this coming in. That's what I want to say. Could not get that out of my mouth. Yeah, you don't see this coming in. This is like brand new beginnings. This Queen of Wands is ready to meet her match. There could also be an age gap between you. Also, I do want to say that for some of you, there is a crossed over father figure who left you something. And also, this father figure, grandfather, it could be even, or an uncle that acted like a father figure for you. Somebody from the other side is trying to get you a message, but it's almost like every time they pop in, it makes you cry. It's like poking the bear each time. That is not their intention. Whoever that resonates with, that is not their intention. They're just trying to let you know that they care and that they're still there. Sometimes they will stop visiting us if every time they come in, it brings us into a negative vibration. Then they kind of have to like back off until you've done some healing, and hopefully they can trigger back in and get you some more messages. They'll just do messages in different ways. They won't come to you in your dreams and things like that, right? I feel like there is a lot of, yeah, I just feel like you guys really need to get to the softer parts of life. Seriously. I mean, with all these cups here, you have fire and you have water, and that can be molten lava. That's volcanoes erupting, underwater volcanoes erupting. Be mindful. I'm getting the like a river rising also. Another one of you are getting the keys to a new place. Someone here is going to lose their keys. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing like someone here is going to lose their keys. You might have to, someone, like maybe you forgot your keys or lose your keys or something, and you may have to like go back. Like, I would ask your spirit guides, angels, and ancestors to help guide you back to them. That's going to be like the quickest way of doing it. Huh. I don't really have anything more to say. I mean, there's so I could go on about this all day, but I feel like the gist is try not to be too over emotional, try to stay grounded, and really just try to stay in the lighter, happier parts of life, you know? Yeah, some of you guys also need to get a hold of a company. Like you may have to get a hold of somebody in a at a company in a place of authority, and I feel like they messed up. So you may have to get that fixed, but I do feel like it will work out in your favor. Like some I don't know why, but I'm getting like, okay, check your bank account, or you may keep getting charged for something that maybe you didn't even sign up for, but it ends up working out. You just need to talk to somebody who's above. Yeah, be mindful of that. And don't be getting scammed. Someone here, be very careful of, listen, if it's too good to be true, it is. It's Mercury retrograde, Saturn retrograde, Pluto retrograde, Chiron retrograde, Neptune retrograde. Like, if it's too good to be true, it is. Someone here is really sad and needs to talk to somebody. But I feel like it's like they're just sad. And I don't feel like it's like, oh, poor is me, woe is me, everything, It's just somebody is just sad and they just need to sit down and talk with somebody, you know? So be that friend if you can, be a listening ear. Okay, I just heard Social Security. I don't know why I heard that. Something to do with Social Security benefits. You'll know who that is. Maybe you need to apply. Reach out to a friend. Get together with friends. That's what I want to say. If the biggest takeaway from this reading was anything other than go out with friends, have fun with friends, live your life, enjoy your life. Like that is what I want to say. I actually really do like this reading. This Queen of Wands is absolutely, I just feel like she has turned her life around so much. And male or female, it does not matter. But this Queen of Wands is absolutely somebody who is taking back her power, not committing to things she doesn't want to, no longer beating herself up, no longer reconciling with people anymore that just come in with, empty cups and broken promises. I see businesses starting, I see somebody moving. Like there's so many really awesome, amazing energies coming off of this that if you're interested in a personal reading, I would definitely suggest doing so because how are you going to know? This is a general reading, you know? Please like it, comment, share, subscribe. I appreciate it. Love you guys all so much. Take care.